Okay, so in this class, we are going to deal with AWS DynamoDB. Before going to the DynamoDB, let's just discuss about the NoSQL. So we had learned in the previous class, we learned about the SQL, which is a structure query language, where it deals with the tabular format of data. So according to you, what do you understand with SQL?
That it is not going to be in tabular form. Like we can have it in a different ways. Like we can store data in different type of format.
Okay, that's good. And the data will be in unstructured format, right?
Sure. So with unstructured, okay. So I've learned about it this before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in data, because I learned about big data, and then that is also unstructured data, right? Because it could be picture, it could be a
Okay.
video.
If you're comparing with big data,
Yeah, like big data is also unstructured data, right? Is it
mm-hmm.
similar?
No, that's whole totally a different thing. When a large
Okay.
set of amount of data you have now to do some computational task on it, like some calculation, pattern building,
Uh-huh.
uh, and those are basically used for the human behavior kind of. If you are going to make ML project from that one, so for such things, you require the big data, but no SQL is totally different from that perspective. I'll come into
Okay.
that one. Yeah, big data and all.
So it's non-tabular format and it is unstructured. These
Yep.
are the two. Yeah, nice. Okay.
Okay. So it's database which is designed to manage the data in a flexible way. Okay, non-tabular format, making it ideal for handling the large volume of unstructured amount of data, unstructured data. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when the data do not have any structure format and we don't have any other way to make it in a structured way.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we try to do so, it will cost a lot of time. So is there any
Mm-hmm.
other way where we can handle the unstructured type of data? And there comes the new SQL.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how it looks like from the behind picture. Okay, unstructured data. So if I want this one to keep in my DynamoDB, it can do that one. So if you see, we don't have the data in the tabular format, but it's still in the JSON format.
Mm-hmm.
ID is one, name is Raju, email is this, then age is this, under address you have this, and under the hobby you have again two hobbies. So this is how unstructured type of data looks like. Okay. So if I
Uh,
want to store this part in
mm-hmm.
SQL, it would be not possible. You need to make it in a structured way. Yeah,
Right. In
go
a
ahead.
table.
Yep,
Okay. So just to so by unstructured data we mean it's not in the table or tabular format. Doesn't mean that it could be a picture or a video or anything. It still is going to be this type of data, right?
correct.
Okay. 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 Now I see the difference.
Yep. Okay, let's move forward. So here comes our DynamoDB, which basically designed for storing these type of data. So with each item represented as a JSON like a document consisting of the key value pair, okay, DynamoDB helps you to make it in a structure format and let you to store and retrieve the data as well. You can store
Mm-hmm.
your data anywhere, but retrieving the data in a particular format and applying query over it is difficult. So that required some kind of a logic behind it, where either it will be structure or non-structure. Based on that, you
Mm-hmm.
have the uh, DynamoDB and RDS available for you to handle those type of data. Okay. The benefit that you will get with this one is that so this is just an example that it is showing the tabular uses.
Mm-hmm.
Again, three type of people is here, which is having a different categories and name, but it is not used in the tabular format. So there can be either tabular users or non-tabular users. So this doesn't make too much of it. And the companies which uses the No, DynamoDB are this Zoom, Snapping, and the Dropbox. Not only this, these are the three major companies. A lot of other
Right.
companies also uses it.
Sir,
The
can we go to
Zoom,
the
this one.
I understand what was yeah, so what's the purpose of what am I supposed to understand here?
Nothing, just it's a tabular uses. How the tabular format of the data we generally store when it comes to the individual users. Okay, there is a one way to pass the argument as well. So suppose the data you have in a tabular format, this one, and some of them are missing. Okay, key you have
Uh-huh.
provided, but the values you have not given. So you can pass
Okay.
those values as an argument also. But
Oh, okay,
that
okay.
part you can even do in structure query language as well.
Right.
Okay. You can just add the values. Okay. So these are the features that DynamoDBs offer. So it offers 25 GB of storage. Okay. Free tire is also included and 25 provisions to read write capacity units. What does it mean? I'll tell you. Which is enough to handle 200 million requests per month. Okay. Now understand what this is unit. So every second, how much data to be read and how much data to be written.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Both the things have a certain capacity. Okay. For every
Right.
second. These seconds, it could be in second, it could be in minute, it could be in a month. So
Mhm.
this is termed known as a one unit. So in this way, it provide you 25 units. Okay. That this much amount of data, if it cross that the basic unit, then you have to increase it. Suppose 1 second you have 1200, 1200 data to be written, to be read, and 800 data to be right. Okay. Generally,
Mhm.
it happens vice versa. So in that case, if someone does the request suddenly comes, suppose and you have one unit you have assigned for one unit to read the data capacity of one unit. One unit contain 1200 data per second. Now the
Mhm.
request comes for the 1500 data to be read in 15 second. 10 sorry 1 second. So here you are exceeding your unit, right?
Mhm.
So in this way you can also provide the minimum unit and the maximum unit to be read so that if more number of data or more number of requests or the query is coming, you can handle all those things. But even if it goes further, you are going to charge for that one.
Okay. I
Mhm.
kind of understood the threshold of like, okay, there should be max. I still a little bit confused. What is a unit made of? So one unit is made of, you said it could be 1200, yeah, 1200.
Request or the query on the
Oh,
database. So if I want to read 1200 data, okay.
right.
Suppose there are 1000, 10,000 people are in your company, and I want to know
Mhm.
the data about 1200 or not like this. When I did the query for uh, reading the people, when I did the query for the finding the similarity between the two table. So in this way, different queries. One person does one query. In this way, if 100% come in your uh, this one application, so 50 of them will apply the query, right?
Mhm.
And if they did so to read the datas and all, that is known as one unit. So when I'll do the hands-on, you will understand more about that one. Okay.
Okay.
These are the couple of features that you see. First is the serverless. So no need for the server provisioning. Like in the previous case, you remember we used to give the SSD, 50 GB storage should be the volume, right?
Right.
Here you don't have to do anything like that.
Okay.
So it's a serverless. Then automatic scaling. So based on the units, desired unit and the current unit, it can automatically scale up to your desired unit. So if
Okay.
high amount of data is coming, high amount of request is coming, it can automatically scale. Then
Okay.
zero downtime. Because of this, it is having the zero downtime, providing continuous availability. So when people hit, then only it run. Otherwise, it will remain still. You don't have to pay for that one. And that's
Uh-huh.
why the next step comes on demand pricing. So unless the people request for the read or write query, you are not going to be charged for that one,
Got
even if your DynamoDB infrastructure has already been built. But if no
Okay.
query is being done, you are not going to be charged. Okay. And the last one is the idle cost saving. So definitely you can scale down as well when there is no traffic, and which
Uh,
reduces your cost also. Got it?
okay. Yes.
Great. So it's flexible data model and a lot of things here. We'll come into this one later. Let's do some hands-on on this. Okay, so let's go here. DynamoDB. So there's the preview page, basically the home page of DynamoDB. You can just scroll down, see the pricing and all. Click on learn more about pricing and they will tell you more about this one, how it is being calculated. Price calculator, always use this one while using the resources.
Mhm.
Then there are a couple of scenarios on demand capacity pricing. So just go through their documentation and all. And benefit and feature, performance at a scale, no server to manage, enterprise build, enterprise ready. Yes, no need to set up anything, just create your database and start using it. Ad tech companies using, gaming companies using, retail companies using, media entertainment, software, internet. There's a lot of different type of sector is using this one. And customize your AWS notification. This out of topic. Okay, let's go ahead and create. So we are going to keep a name as contacts. Let the table name be contact. Remember one thing, that your application name, the code where your all data is being taken, okay, they'll be having a common this one common table type of from where you can understand that this is where our data should go and store it. So when you go inside the application, see the backend part, there you will find it. So I'll show you for this one. I'll have a different separate application. For now, just
Okay.
let's keep the table name as contacts, because we are going to
Okay.
use the same yesterday's application, that is the contact page one. Okay. Partition key basically are the primary key for your table. You need to have a unique key. So let's just
Mhm.
give it a name ID. If you have another primary key, give it as a short key. So we are not going to keep this one. And then all this, let it be default. We'll come into this and
Sorry,
just
sir,
create
I
it.
couldn't hear you. Like, I don't know why the it went out.
Okay.
So you said something about the uh
Partition
secondary.
key, you understood?
Yes, the primary key. Yes, the
Short key
sort.
is the second type of primary key. If you have any other column which contain the unique number, then you can use it as a short key. Okay.
Okay,
Generally, one column is dedicated, but if you have two column, you can keep it. Okay.
and it's called sort key because it helps sorting easily.
No, no, nothing like that.
Okay, okay, okay.
You can use a short key as a second part of your table's primary key. It's just a part of primary key. I mean, second
Right.
primary key. This is the main one and this is the second one. Okay.
Okay.
The short key allow you to sort or search among the all the items of the same partition. So basically it is saying that if you want to sort either by ID key or by this, okay,
Okay.
you can sort it. You can either using a partition also. But if you want to sort it using the other primary key, you can do it as well. So this
Okay.
sorting is not only allowed in short key, you can do it in the partition key as well. Okay.
Okay.
Then there are some default settings. So we'll come into this one. Okay. You can see the capacity mode is on demand, which means I'll tell you later because it is something that I need to compare with the other part. So on demand basically means the more number of traffic will come, the more resources it will build. So there is no limit
Okay.
for that, no threshold limit. The part that I
Okay.
initially told you that there is some unit. In this case, it is being introduced newly that by default they are providing on demand. Means now you don't have
Mhm.
to put any kind of a unit. It will do it on demand. Okay. So
Okay.
I'll show you. You can convert into demand as well. I mean, you can convert it to your own provision, unit wise as well. So we'll do that one as well. Then encryption key manage, AWS own key. Yes, it will encrypt. Deletion protection is off right now. And resource based policy is not active. We'll look into all of this later. Let's just create the table. So it is getting created. So until it is getting created, we need to run our application on our EC2 instance. Okay, it's active. Click over here. So you see the capacity mode is on demand. I'll click on this one. Here the maximum request per unit, minimum request per unit is not defined, right? Why? Because it is
Mhm.
on demand right now. Now if I'll go down, you can see read and write capacity. There are two types of mode, capacity mode or the unit mode. So if I'll
Mhm.
go on edit, I can change it to provisionize. Okay, provisionized. So if I'll click on this one, you will get the option of giving provisioned capacity unit. Okay, what does it mean? It means when I'll do 1200, if I'll just do it on it, I'll on. If I'll on, what does it mean? Minimum one capacity unit, maximum 10 capacity unit. Okay, target utilization is 70%. It means whenever the 70% hit of one unit, the second unit will get activated. If
Oh,
70% of one and two get hit, the third unit will get activated.
but
Auto
why are we
scaling.
keeping 20?
Mhm.
Wouldn't we want to go close to 90 or something and then hit the next one?
It's totally on you. You don't want to go into the depth zone and then hit it. Most
Okay.
people prefer 70 or 85 approximately. So even in
Okay.
case of CPU utilization also, because what happens
Yeah.
sometimes when you hit the 90s, some of the processes stop working.
Not
Okay,
working.
because
Yeah.
at a time they required, suppose 90 means you left with 10
Full-
GB or 5
Yeah.
GB, and suddenly you have a process of 15 GB. So
Yeah. So that
because
would.
of that one, the whole process get failed.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. So keep it 70%. The moment it hit the 70, you will get to the new one.
Okay.
And then auto scaling. Click on this one and it will scale it to up to that one.
Uh-huh.
If you are owning this one, read capacity means reading one, and this is the write capacity. How many people can write it? Okay.
Yes.
Now, and if I'll keep it on demand right now. And I want to show you one more thing. Just leave it. See here. Read unit per second is 12,000. Means 12,000 queries it can handle 1 second. Read
Oh,
means
wow.
people just do select a star from the table, okay,
Yes.
and all the data will be seen.
Uh-huh.
And here people will write it. Select input, this variable, add this variable values.
Uh-huh.
So these many datas you can write per second. Now don't think about it as per person, it is per application. Means if an application is having 12,000 or 1 lakh customer, will it be able to handle this much? No, right? So you will exceed
Mhm.
more unit, into you required more units. So this is 1 unit, okay? And in
Uh-huh.
this way, you were allotted how many? When you do provisionized, where it is, here it is. So when I'll do provisioned, so I'm allowing up to the 10, right? So 1 unit you understood, 12,000 per reading. 10 up to
Oh,
1,20,000. So,
120,000.
okay,
And every time we are at the request, which is 70% of 12,000,
target,
which is good. Huh?
target, you will get the notification the moment it hits the 70%.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 70% of the 12,000, right? As soon as we hit that
Correct.
number. Okay, okay.
So initial provisioned unit is 5, which means you will get initially from the start 5. So
Okay.
12,000 into 5, which is 60,000, right?
60,000. Yeah.
So 60,000, but you are getting how many? Suppose there is no traffic, you are getting 5,000, 6,000. Do you require 5? No, right?
No,
So it
yeah,
will
we do
scale down to
one.
1 or 2. So minimum 1 it will maintain and maximum
Okay.
10 up to it can reach. So
Okay.
earlier only this option was available. Now they have implemented this on demand. They might have seen that 12,000 is not too much for the request, and people has to come manually and increase the maximum capacity over here. So they made it
Uh-huh.
on demand. Now everything will be uh, this one handling from by AWS. Okay, simplify billing by paying the actual read and write of your application perform. Okay, no need to increase, decrease any provisioned. Got it?
Yes.
Great. Hmm. Read write capacity. We looked into this one. Read write unit. Deletion protection is off. You can turn on as well, which means anyone try to delete, it won't let it delete. Okay.
And how would
Yeah.
it delete then? If we were to delete, if the delete protection is on?
If you turn on, then it kind of safeguard your deletion. So this is going to be charged. Okay. Are you sure you want to delete the protection? You want to turn on the protection deletion, which means unintentionally, if it is deleted, you can recover it kind of.
But you have
But
to pay for it.
and see, it is saying you can't even recover it. You can't delete the table.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. But
But
you
if you
said
want to delete it, then you have to turn off.
you said we have to pay for this? Where does it say
Yep.
we have to?
Yeah.
Oh,
They are protecting it. So they'll for every services which is does not come by default and you are doing
automatic.
explicit changes on it, you need to pay
Uh-huh.
and they will charge some extra.
Okay.
Hmm. Yep. Okay, time to leave. Basically, those tables which are not in use, okay, automatically will get deleted if you turn on. Okay.
Yeah.
Expire data items. Encryption, it is already being managed by AWS own key. Tags, if you want to provide, you can. So that's all in the setting part. Okay. If I click on this explore table item, and if I'll just go down, click on this create item. So see, we have one item. We can provide value as 0, 1.
Sorry, sir, sorry. I couldn't hear
Mhm.
you. I don't know why the it went
Okay,
out.
let's go back. So I
You
said
said
there is
fat.
a, yeah, there is a tag. You can keep the tag as well. Okay, tag is
Uh-huh.
basically for every data you want to uniquely identify that, then manage a tag. And
Oh,
this option
yeah.
you will get with every resources. So if you
Okay.
want, you can attach tag it. And then you can click on this explore table items. Okay. So right now, if you see, there is nothing returning, nothing being scanned. Okay. If I click on this create item, there is one ID which we created initially, remember? And which is
Uh-huh.
of what type? String type.
Yes.
You can provide the value as 0, 1 or anything. And you can even create more attribute like this with the different. Suppose you are
Okay.
having only true and false, then you can go with the boolean. You have only numbers, then you can go with the
Uh-huh.
numbers. Okay, in this way you
Yeah.
can go add more number of attributes.
Okay.
So if I click on the 0, 1 is showing over here. Great. Now let's run our application. Let's create an instance quickly. My web application. Okay, we'll keep the same just like before. Amazon Linux,
Yeah.
everything is same. Let's go with the easiest one, T2 Nano. Select any KPI if you want, you can. It's totally. And allow HTTP traffic because we are going to access our application. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's all. Launch the instance. And then connect with it. It will take some time. Okay, we got it. Sudo yum update -y.
Hmm. Oh.
Hmm.
So it says with PID, right? What is PID? I forgot.
These are the unfinished, or you can say the thing that they have to update. So if
Oh,
it is
process ID.
incomplete, kind of, yeah, process ID.
Oh,
So it
process
checks
ID.
all this process ID. Is there anything to update? If not,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll just return this one, nothing to do. If there is
Right.
something to update, then they will just show it over here.
Right.
Okay. Then let's install our Docker. What was the command? Sudo yum
Mm-hmm.
install
Docker.
Docker. What is the, if I do a -y means?
Yes to all of the prompts that
Correct.
are gonna. Mm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
should.
It's,
Not the app.
Mhm.
Hmm. Telling me yes, a lot of things. It's taking a little bit of time. No need to worry about that one. Got it. So let's start our Docker. Sudo systemctl start Docker. We can just check it once with status, and it's active and running. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do we need next? We require our image.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna pull
So,
it.
yep. So this was, I looked for that one and I find it over here in the Docker Hub. So you see, there's the image, and see they have, created the documentation for DynamoDB as well.
Mm.
And see here they have mentioned 3000. It means it is running on the
Oh,
port number 3000.
3,000. Okay.
Okay, so what do we gonna do? We require this region. We required AWS access key ID, and we require this secret key. In the previous case, in case of that, we required one database name, but here
Yes.
we do not have that one. Okay, host name we
Mm-hmm.
don't have. We don't created any user. We don't have any password over here. We do have the database name and the image
Mm-hmm.
name. But to
Okay.
connect with the DynamoDB, you required a user which is having the access of your DynamoDB. So what you can
Mm-hmm.
do, you have to create a one IAM user. Let's go over here. Let's create a user. DynamoDB. Okay. Next, attach policy. See, either you can give the administrator access, okay, or you can search for
Specific one.
DynamoDB.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And whichever one
Let
you
me
wanna give
expand it.
full access or
DynamoDB full access. For now, I'm just giving
or
this one.
and if it's a person who can only read, not change, then just give the read-only
Read only
access.
access. Okay. So you have these many. I'll just create it. Next. So this one is given. Create the user. And if I click on the user, here it is user
Mhm.
with the Dynamo BD. Okay, let it be BD.
Yeah.
And you have to create the access key. Click on this one. We are
So
going
can
to
you explain it to
Mhm.
me, sir? What did it? Okay, if we go to the DynamoDB website, it says there is a access key and then a secret key. What do these two mean?
I'll show you. So where it is. It means that your EC2 instance should have the permission to access your DynamoDB. Then only the application which is running on your EC2 instance get connected with the DynamoDB. Previously, in case of RDS, we were giving these many credentials like the host name, admin, password to connect with
Yes.
what? Connect with our RDS server. But here
Yes.
it is serverless, right? So someone has
Oh.
to have this part, right?
Uh-huh.
This access key, the EC2 instance which can access your DynamoDB. So that's why we
And this.
created a user which is having the power to
Uh-huh.
use which is having the power of uh, accessing the DynamoDB, and that user, we will take the help of that user and run our application
Through the easy
from
to
the
install.
EC2 instance. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this is different from whatever credentials are created in the .pem file, right? And when we use that
Correct.
to SSH into a different
Yeah,
subnet or
that's a
anything.
different case, right?
Okay. Okay.
So any services or application you want to run through EC2 instance, okay, which is kind of a
Mm-hmm.
serverless, and you require the access of your services, then the best option is create an EC2 instance, give the
Mm-hmm.
permission to it. You can do it in a two-way. I'll show you when I'll teach EKS about this one, Elastic Kubernetes Services. Okay, there you just have to do AWS configure, and it will ask all the basic credentials, access key and the secret key. So that key you will provide, and the EC2 instance will be having the access of your user, which is given a permission of whatever you want to
You
give. So if
okay.
the user is having the permission of S3, through that EC2 instance, you can access the S3. If the user
Mm.
is having the access of RDS, you can, through that user, you can access that one as well. So it's like that. Okay.
Okay.
So you will understand it slowly, slowly. No need to worry about this one. So let's select the command line, understand, go next. If you want to give any tag, you can. I don't have to give anything. And see, it has provided you the access key and the secret key.
Oh, it is provided when you create. Okay, okay, okay. Makes sense.
Correct. So the moment you will create it, you will get it. So you just need to copy this one and paste it to where? Here they are
Whenever.
asking AWS access key, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
paste it here.
Yeah, in our command line
And
when we.
the secret key, you have to paste it over here. And the
Okay.
name of your image, right?
Yeah.
It is going to be run on the port number 80. And the name
Yes.
of your application container is this one. This is container name. Region name you have to give manually.
Mm-hmm.
So you just copy this one, take it to your local and modify over there. So I
Okay.
already did that part. Okay. What I have
Okay.
to do,
This is copy
okay,
fresh.
let's do it freshly. I'll paste it over
So
here.
we got that. We got the secret key and
Mhm.
the access key when we created the
User.
you. We can you go to the website where we have the access key? So we got this after we created a user,
Correct.
correct? Okay.
Correct.
So does that mean
Hmm.
every user who wanna use this DynamoDB database,
Hmm.
do they have to have their own access key and secret key?
If they are using the image from a single hub, then they don't have to. But if they are using from a different server, then then they need it.
I don't
If you
understand. What do you
see,
mean by
if
like,
you are using the same server,
right?
okay, this server, every developer is coming and having the access of this one. So this
Oh,
server is now, once I'll attach it, now having the access of that user, okay,
right.
and the application as well. Now I can come in the EC2 instance, do the changes. Anyone other come can do the changes. Okay. For them, this
Oh,
server will remain the same. And for them, this server, you will be the same user no matter who is accessing it. But
oh
if you're
yeah.
using the different server, this different EC2 instance, there you require the different access key and secret key.
Secret key. Okay, okay, okay. Makes
Got it?
sense. Yes.
Okay. So we'll just copy that one. I'll copy this. Go here. Where do I have to change? Yeah. AWS
Uh,
access key. Paste it over here. And then I require the secret. Copy. Do not publicly show generally these things. Okay. Because once the people is having your access key and the secret key, they can access your DynamoDB, right? They can run their application on your DynamoDB. So if it is for testing purpose, test it, use it, and then deactivate it. And the region. So how will you get the region? You already know the region. Just come to the DynamoDB where DynamoDB is created. Click on the tables, click on the contacts, and in the ARN, you can see AP South 1.
uh,
Just copy this part and put it over in the region section. Okay. Paste it here. That's it. You're done. and then
Okay.
just copy this part. Go to your EC2 instance, right click over it, paste it. Just see everything is good except one thing. And what is that? I'll just run it. And it is showing permission denied by, because we have not used sudo.
Uh,
Just do the sudo part,
but
paste it.
doesn't sudo make you the root user? I thought when we're giving the access key. Oh no, never mind. That is still for this instance, so you still have
Correct.
to use. Okay, okay.
Press enter. It is unable to find the image. Now it is getting the image.
And this is what we meant by mutable, because every time, if it just
Mm-hmm.
pulls the latest and your version was a version before, that's
Mm-hmm.
when the customer has a problem. So you always have to use the specific same one,
Correct.
right? Okay,
Right.
okay.
Okay, we got it. Now let's just do it. We'll just copy this part. We'll go over here, click it, run it, and it is showing the site cannot be reached. Why so? So if I'll do docker ps sudo docker ps, it is showing the image is running. That's good. We can do sudo docker log -f and the name of your app. Just testing the something wrong is, yeah, we allowed HTTP, not HTTPS. That's why it was not giving it.
Mm-hmm.
So just looking into the logs. Docker PS. Okay. Yeah, this is actually log. So you can see the server is running at this localhost 3000. Table contact. Table name is contact. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some command over here. avsky212@gmail.com. Add the user. Show it. We got one user, right? Let's
Mm-hmm.
add another user. Navi@, come and add it. Show two users. Now go to your DynamoDB, go to your explore table, go below. You have only one, right? Just refresh it. Now you see data is here with the unique identification.
Is it 01 standing for the
01 we
undefined?
have, no.
Oh yeah, the
01
01
we
we
did the explicitly just for the testing one.
testing one. What is the undefined one? Can you go to the website? Why isn't that showing here then?
It is not something, I'll just delete it from here.
Right, but shouldn't it show? Or
Yeah,
why was it?
maybe it was by default.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
before connecting, the table was there, that part was there, and that's why it
Oh,
is
okay.
not showing it.
Just a
Because
placeholder.
we didn't create that one.
Created it. Yeah, that's why I was trying to ask.
The
Okay.
moment it will connect to your DynamoDB and then you put the data into it, then you see the reflection of those data in your DynamoDB. But
Okay.
before that one, whatever the data you have, it won't show
Mm-hmm.
that one. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all about it. Okay. Here you can see the item returned is 3, item is scanned is 3, 3 basically all 3. Efficiency
Yeah.
100%, RCUs consumed, read
Oh, yes.
part.
Okay.
Got it? So see,
Yeah.
we didn't have to do any separate security group making like we did in the RDS,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So nothing like that. Whatever the setup we did for the RDS, the whole part, we don't have to do anything over here. Just create a IAM user with a secret access
Correct.
and the region and provide the permission to the user and then connect your application directly with that one.
But we have to set up the RDS initially, right? That like one time, or company might have it, but we have to
Hmm.
have the configurations for the RDS one time,
Correct.
and then you just keep creating your TVs on top of
Yeah.
that.
You're talking about RDS or DynamoDB?
No, RDS, the security
RDS.
group we're talking about, like whatever we
Okay.
did yesterday, right?
Hmm.
So that is required one time from the organization at least, right? And then
Yeah.
after that, you keep doing this.
Yeah. You required that one.
The security group too, or so my what I'm trying to ask, how you
Hmm.
mentioned that you can create a user in IAM and allow the access key and secret key, right? But I'm talking
Right.
about the security group we did, like one
Hmm.
time that setup is required, and then you can keep doing this, or
See,
not related.
yeah, it's not related. It's not necessary one time. If you want to create a separate RDS,
Mm-hmm.
again, you have to create it, right? So I didn't get you exactly over here.
तो मेरा ये मतलब पूछने का कि जैसे हमने कल जो आरडीएस में सेटिंग्स की और सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप बनाया सब कुछ, राइट?
Mm-hmm.
आप जो कह रहे कि उसका लाइक वी डिड दैट बट टुडे वी डिडंट हैव टू डू एनी ऑफ दैट, बट टुडे वी क्रिएटेड, आज हमने एक डेटाबेस बनाया है, तो
Mm-hmm.
वो जो सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप्स हमने सिलेक्ट किए जो कुछ भी किए, व्हेन विल दैट कम इनटू प्लेस और वी डोंट हैव टू डील विद दैट
In
एट ऑल?
DynamoDB, you don't have to deal with that at all. You just need a
राइट.
user with the correct permission. In RDS, you have to do it based on what IP addressing your company is having, CIDR range. You have to provide in your security group. So,
Exactly. So my question is that is also important before we have a database, and then you do this. But we
correct.
have to still do that, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, just confirming that. I thought
Yeah.
like somehow this overrides that, and we don't have to
No,
worry
no,
about it. Okay, okay.
still. Okay. So that's all about DynamoDB.
Oh,
Just
okay.
connect the application, see the result in this one. Okay.
Yes.
More about you can explore a lot of things like the indexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Create the indexes, global secondary index. There is a term known as a global, which is basically the replica of your. So if I'll show you the this one. But before that, let me just you understood the I'll
Yes,
just
yes. Oh,
remove.
and also before I forget, sir, if you could provide me the command today, the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that
sure,
you want,
sure, sure, definitely.
I
I'll
just
upload the video and there I'll provide all the commands. Okay.
uh, for this one. Oh, last time, remember when we were supposed to do the ASG or the
ELB.
vertical or horizontal? You told me to do the stress test, right? So we can have more income coming traffic, so I can see that actually expanding. That was one part I was missing as well.
Oh, okay, increasing the traffic. Just send me the note, okay? Sometime I forget because of my busy schedule.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll
Okay.
text you on the WhatsApp then.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.